to the Faith-Filled and Frazzled, the podcast for faith-filled moms doing all the things and wondering if quiet time is just a myth. I'm Jamie Lynn, your homeschool cheerleader, grace-filled realist, and fellow frazzled mom. Around here, we're keeping it real. Think honest conversations, encouragement when you're running on fumes, and maybe a laugh or two when the day goes sideways. If you're juggling lesson plans, laundry piles, and leaning on Jesus, I'm here for you. So let's get into it. I am so glad you're here. Welcome to the very first episode of Faith-Filled and Frazzled. My name, as I mentioned, is Jamie Lynn. I am a veteran homeschool mama, going on 8 years now, lover of Jesus, and probably entirely too dependent on sugar most days. This podcast is for you, the mama who loves her family fiercely, wants to raise her kids with faith, but also feels a little frazzled trying to do it all. If you've ever reheated your coffee 3 times, hidden in the bathroom or pantry for only 2 minutes of peace, or wondered if you're the only one who can't keep up, you're in the right place. I started this podcast because I know that what it feels like to love Jesus and your family, but still feel overwhelmed, unseen, and behind. Motherhood is holy work, but it doesn't always feel holy when there are dirty dishes, math meltdowns, and there will be math meltdowns, or laundry piles all the way up to your knees. And honestly, most of the time, the world and social media make us feel like we are not doing enough. Sometimes our own family members can make us feel like we're not doing enough. But I am here to tell you the truth. God meets us in the middle of the mess. He is not waiting for us to have the perfect routine or spotless home before he shows up. His grace is new every morning, even on the messy ones. I am here to remind you that frazzled doesn't mean failing. It means you're human, and it means you are exactly the kind of mom that God has chosen to raise your children. So, what can you expect here on Faith-Filled and Frazzled? Well, each week we will have real talk about mom life, homeschooling, marriage, and faith. I will share practical tips that have helped me survive and sometimes even thrive in the chaos, from meal planning hacks to homeschool rhythms to how I cling to Jesus when I feel like I am falling apart and falling behind. I will also share some encouragement straight from the Word, because if there is one thing I have learned, it's that we don't just need another planner or another Pinterest board. We need Jesus in the middle of our everyday. So what's the vibe around here? We're not fancy. We're not aiming for perfection. I am all about grace over guilt, progress over perfection, and faith over fear. I want this podcast to feel like sitting down with a friend over coffee, a friend that gets it and won't judge you for serving frozen pizza on a Friday night. In the next few episodes, we'll be tackling things like how to know you're still called even when you're frazzled, why homeschool, why your homeschool doesn't have to look Pinterest perfect, and some other practical time management tips for the mom who has no time. That's all of us. We will laugh, we might cry, but we will always walk away reminded that God is with us in the holy chaos. If this sounds like encouragement that you need in your life, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a single episode. And if you wouldn't mind doing me a small little favor, share this podcast with a mama friend who might need to hear it too. Let's build a community of women who remind each other that frazzled doesn't mean failing. It just means that we are human.